Michael, what is going on? Black Myth Wukong has exclusivity deal with PlayStation, it's claimed. Man, this is all over the place. We've been trying to keep up to date with it. 1 minute there's a deal, 1 minute there isn't a deal. It's an Xbox issue. Let's get into it. Mike Straw over at Insider Gaming. We now seem to know exactly why Black Myth Wukong isn't on Xbox consoles yet. According to Forbes reporter Paul Tassi, Black Myth Wukong has a console exclusivity deal with PlayStation. If that's the thing, dude, they normally state it.
Exactly.
So this is where the confusing part comes in, right? Quote, a source with knowledge of the situation has told me that Black Myth Wukong is not currently on Xbox because of an exclusivity deal and is not delayed because of some sort of technical issue. End quote. From Paul Tassi. Dude, weird. Just 1 week ago, Tassi reported that the game wasn't on Xbox due to a tech issue. This comes based off the statement made by the developer Game Science. More on that. Quote, the bad news is that once again, Xbox seems to have blundered into a Baldur's Gate 3 situation. End quote, he said at the time. In his latest report, however, Tassi references the conflicting statements between Microsoft and Game Science. Game Science has gone on record stating that they were, quote, currently optimizing the Xbox Series X and S version, end quote, to hit quality standards. There has been no mention from the studio of any sort of exclusivity deal with PlayStation. Microsoft, on the other hand, has said in multiple statements that it, quote, can't comment on the deals made by our partners with other platform holders, end quote. For now, no such deal has been confirmed by either developer, Game Science, or Sony. Insider Gaming has reached out, obviously, for questions. Nobody's answering. What is going on here? Since it's released on PC and PlayStation 4, Black Myth Wukong has sold over 10 million copies. Michael, what is happening here?
I have no idea, right? As you said, usually this stuff comes out earlier. Maybe there's a situation where we're in such this weird state, right, where we're getting all these weird reports. Yeah, there's a bug. We don't know when it'll come out. Maybe this is one of those where you're kind of stabbing at air. You know, the classic, if everybody throws out an opinion, one of them will be right. I don't know, but at the same time, it all seems to make sense, right? Like, we're not getting even an estimated date for Black Myth Wukong. We're just getting told, yeah, there's a bug. We don't know when we'll get it. I talked about this on the show earlier. I guess my sort of stab in the dark would be maybe this is like a PS5 Pro. Black Myth Wukong is sort of now they've partnered together, because we're going to talk about the PS5 Pro later on the show. If it's coming out sooner rather than later, maybe that's that combo. But it just seems like it's one of those where there's nothing coming out to the point where this wouldn't shock me. But at the same time, this doesn't go with whatever, anytime you hear about with an exclusivity deal, right? Like, imagine if Indiana Jones was supposed to come out on the PlayStation at the launch, never did, and then they were like, oh yeah, there's an exclusivity deal like a week after launch. That it would be weird, but everything about this game on the Xbox has been weird, Drew, and I don't know what to believe.
Well, that's just it, dude. I feel like there's been a lot of smoke and mirrors here when it comes to Black Myth Wukong. Nobody quite understands why it's not on Xbox. Nobody is actually stating what's happened with Xbox, and it just seems so confusing. And for a fan like yourself, Michael, who was looking to pick it up on Xbox, just talking to Scott last night about it as well, he's just as confused. Like, are we going to get it on Xbox? Are we not going to get it on Xbox? Normally, when a game comes out, there is an exclusive deal, whether it's Xbox or with PlayStation. Sometimes it's time, right? Maybe it's just a time exclusive deal. But they often state that.
Yeah.
This is where it gets confusing of Game Science like, no, it's a tech bug. Okay, so then we are going to get it on Xbox? And then we're getting other reports going, no, there's an actual deal in place. Well, if there's a deal, then why not just say so? Like, it is what it is. It sucks for Xbox fans, but I don't understand why hide the deal. Like, what are the terms there? It just seems so weird to say. I can't see Sony going, hey, tell everybody it's a bug. That's why they're not getting it on Xbox, right? Like, that's not business. That's not how it works. If there's a bug and you can't get it on the platform, okay, then that's understandable. But if you're just looking to delay the conversation of why it's not on Xbox with the fact that it's a bug, and you actually, in fact, have a deal with Sony, that just seems shady. And we've heard a lot of shady things lately coming from Game Science, which then makes me even more concerned, right? Dude, so confusing. I'm very, very confused. I would love for somebody, if Paul can figure out what is going on, maybe this is what's happened, there is a time exclusive, but why hide? Why hide it, dude? I don't understand. Hey, who cares? If you, dude, we often get it. Final Fantasy, dude, is exclusive to PlayStation.
Yeah.
Straight up, right? Just straight up. Final Fantasy 16. You can now get it this month, coming up in September, on PC. Will it come to Xbox? Depends on the deal they made with PlayStation, right? But you have the first year for PlayStation only. That's okay. These deals are made all the time. These deals help fund the game.
Yeah.
So then, just say so. Just say so. Michael, dude, we got new